radiation leak here last week. Things are getting weirder here in Cleveland. We're having a little bit of radioactive industrial damage. Smell it in the air. The smell of ozone. Burnt electricity. Smell it right now. Radioactive industrial damage. Not a hell of a lot we could do about it either. You can see all the weird fungus and stuff coming up. It's not natural. Ever since that smokestack started pouring out that radioactive isotope 73 plutonium G, things have been changing in less subtle ways. So come on, we'll come and show you here in Cleveland what's happening. Due to certain cost-cutting procedures at the factory down there, people just don't care, just let these things happen. As you can see, I got a couple of minor burns that but really nothing to be concerned about. Not yet, at least. You should see some of the people at the factory. In fact, you can't see some of them because they're invisible now. Some people just became pumpkin heads and exploded after the accident. Well, as you can see, the reputrificator up there is pulling in all the radioactive fungoidal air source in this sector. That's probably going to take care of the worst of it, but still, the radiation torch is still burning in the distance, and they haven't been able to put it out for a while yet. Of course, I don't know. Luckily, I had one of these. Phrobidoid nose clamps before the worst of it hit me, so all I got was these minor radiation burns. I didn't get it as bad as some of my friends, but now my gas discharge cylinder is out. That's why I like hanging around here next to the reciprocator, because it's reputrifying the already fungoidalated air. Waste refinement is going along slowly, but we're trying our best. You can see there's lots of it. Purple Zingon waste. I'm sure you've heard of Soylent Green. Well, this is Zingon Purple. It's also made of people too. Some of my best friends are down in that pile right now, waiting to be reprocessed. Well, now there's just rows of military vehicles up and down the freeway. It's a total blockade. They're surrounding the city, trying to keep the people who have already been exposed in and everyone else out. Yeah, sure. You can see across the freeways rows of half-tracks, military trucks. And they're all carrying radiation victims toward the center of the accident as opposed to away from it. And they're bringing all the people who haven't been exposed out. It's getting to be a real bad scene here in Cleveland. There's no way you're gonna see any of your relatives if they live in Cleveland, they've been exposed. The last time you saw them is the last time you'll ever see them. got a military half-track coming at you behind. Well, now we're right at the end of the forbidden area where the highest radiation is. It doesn't matter to me too much anymore whether I get hit again, because it's pretty much too late. I mean, this thing saved me, but it's pretty much too late. From here on, it's the forbidden area. You can see some of the Pumpkinhead people smashed down there. This is the last holding zone of the Ultra Mutants. They live right down below us in this cave. Well, they hang out here by the reprocessing area because they're trying to get as much clean wheat as possible. I wouldn't go down there if I were you, though. They eat normal people alive. Good reason, because you still have working, viable hemoglobin in your system, which they need. That and clean radioactive free air. So they're down there waiting. And when the military moves in, we know these guys are going to move out against them, because Ultra Mutants, bull to them. We're going to try and get a shot down here of the Ultra Mutants before we leave. It's kind of risky, but my cameraman's going to go for it. Go for it, man.
Okay.
Let's get out of here, man. Well, as you can see, it's a total ghost town now. They got the freeways blocked off. No one's going in or out. There's only a few places left open. What can you do? You can't contact anyone. None of the phones work. Any ones that do work, they're totally tapped. They'll be right on you if you try to call someone out of town and try to get yourself out. So we're pretty much in the equivalent of a prison right now in downtown here, down here in the flats in Cleveland on the west side. We're trapped. There goes another of the military vehicles.
You can't videotape them.
No, you better hide that, as a matter of fact.
He didn't see it.
I don't know, man. We better move out of here. If that half-track saw us videotaping, we're gonna be screwed, because any sort of record keeping of this is being destroyed instantly. And I've heard that people are getting shot for having video cameras and tape decks and cameras. So let's get out of here. I'm warning the Ultra Mutants under the bridge here that the Perp Train is coming. They got a new, you probably heard the word perp before, probably like in cop shows for perpetrators. Well, now it means the dead, charred remains of the people who are within the high zone, who are now just purple powder that's being moved to the reprocessing plant. So they're calling these the Perp Trains. Even the flowers are mutated now. Everything's changing. Changing in horrible ways. More and more and quickly. I don't have enough time to focus. There goes another of the mutant vehicles. As you can see, even the substructure of the city is taking on new and horrible forms. Things are changing. Eyeballs are growing out of metal. Quick, down to the woods. Well, we're gonna take the risk of getting close to the perp pile to check it out, man, because it's pretty wild. It's a tank of dead cobalt worms. They live off the cobalt in the Purple Sea. Highly deadly. Here we are at the end of the purple pile. All this blue glass used to be human beings, fused into a cobalt blue glass, highly radioactive essence. That's all that's left of them. Purple Z. Purple Z. Yep, that's all that's left. Purple Z is people! Somebody help us! Somebody help us! The land of the worm puncher, where everyone is insane. There's a couple of leftover humans. Nothing but some shards of skin. Shards of hard skin. Shards. Radioactive and haunted. Cleveland is no place for you. Well, it's too late for me. Cleveland's going to hell. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it out. It's... Oh my God, I don't know if we could ever get this video out. It's getting worse and worse. I hope someone gets to see this. Oh my God, my cameraman. Ben! Jesus, Ben! Oh God. Ben! Oh jeez, he's transforming. He's changing. This is horrible. We may never get this picture out now. I thought he was gonna survive. God, he's turning into one of the pumpkin heads. Oh no, this is horrible. He's turning into one of the pumpkin people. Oh Jesus. Sven! Oh Jesus! It's happened to him. We're never get the copters are here. I'm never gonna get out of here. Oh, Sven! They're here. It's too late for us. I don't know if I'm ever gonna make it out.